Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku.co daily futures market review for the trading day ending Tuesday, October 6th. Firstly to gold futures, and here we see a continuation of the trend to the upside today. The previous day's trading there was strong potential for a change of trend. Following the very large extreme candle, we saw the development of a weak indecisive candle, the market finding resistance above the Ichimoku cloud. That indecisive candle suggested that there was a possibility of a change of trend. If you recall, I discussed an extreme day when we see these very large range candles and large body candles, and in this case a large white body candle. We don't tend to see follow through on the next day, and that's what we saw with that indecision entering the market. It suggested potential for a change of trend, but also the fact that we had an extreme day before. There was still good potential that the buyers were the stronger party in this market, and that's what we've seen today. So this highlights how important it is to watch for confirmation of changes of trends. We just don't look at an indecisive candle and say that's indecision, the buyers are weak now, we're going to have a change of trend or a retracement. We look for evidence of it, and that would have been the market making a lower high and a lower low. Now we didn't see that. We saw the market take out the high of this indecisive candle in a bullish manner today and close up above the Ichimoku cloud in a strong bullish manner, and also just above the 1145 level of previous resistance. This suggests that there is potential for the market to trade to higher levels, but as always, and in particular when we have a breakout through a flat part of the Ichimoku cloud, we want to see strong follow through following the bullish breakout. And if we look here in the immediate previous time that we broke out, we didn't see that follow through, and we saw the market sell off to trade back down through the cloud. That is a possibility again, but if we see strong bullish follow through, and I'd have to say the market break out in a bullish manner up above the 1155 region, then we could see the trend continue further to the upside and test up to the 1170 region. If we do see the market come off today, looking to strong support to come in at the top of the Ichimoku cloud at 1138, and then down through to the bottom of the cloud around the 1133.9 area. Looking to the bands here with gold futures, and here we see the bullish breakout up above the upper band, giving us some hope that we are going to see the establishment of a very strong bias to the upside in the medium term time frame. But the confirmation is important. In the previous time that we broke out to the upside, we didn't see that confirmation. So if we see strong bullish activity here, and importantly a breach through this swing high, we would have confirmation of that strong bias. If the market does come off, look into the upper band 1142 to potentially hold a strong support. Looking to NYMEX oil, and here finally we have seen some bullish activity. We've seen the buyers come into the market, and if you recall, for the past month or so we were watching the development of this congestion area, and the market finding support down around the Kijun-sen indicator around 43.63, below the 44.78 level, and at times at that level, and then resistance around and just above the 46.72 level up to about the $48 level. Today we've seen the buyers come in solidly, bullish breakout up above each of these levels, but we are still trading within the Ichimoku cloud, and that suggests that we may not see any follow through here. Importantly, just above the where the market's trading, we have the top of the cloud at 49.61, and we could see that area hold as strong resistance for the market, but even more importantly above there 49.90, the round number $50 level, and even if we do break out to the upside, we may not see the market trade up through that area. Now we have seen the market break out through the upper barrier of this type of triangle that we were watching. It's not quite a descending triangle, not quite a symmetrical triangle, but the important thing is the close above the upper barrier completing the pattern and suggesting that we could see continued upside in this market. With this being a triangle, the potential target here is the depth of the pattern projected up, but we're not going to do that, and that's because of the market trading within the Ichimoku cloud, and we could find resistance anywhere within the cloud. Now, I suggest that if we do see a bullish breakout up above the cloud and then strong bullish activity up above the $50 level, we could see the market reach its target, but we'll worry about that if the market does actually close above $50 in a bullish manner. But this really highlights how important it is to not just look at these patterns in isolation, look at the close by resistance, and in this case the top of the Ichimoku cloud and the round number $50. Moving next to wheat futures, and following the market coming off slightly and the rejection from the 516.50 level, we had formation of the indecisive spinning top type candle, the market finding support at the Tenkan-sen, with us having some strong bullish activity in the short-term time frame, as evidenced by the steep angle of the Tenkan-sen. That was an area that we were watching for strong support to come in, and we have seen a confirmation of a change of trend back to the upside here today with this large white body candle. Buyers in control, buyers strongly committed, trading through the 516.50 level, but finding resistance at the 526 level, and that's at the bottom of this highlighted zone of previous support and resistance. And the last time that we tested here, the market was rejected from there in a major way to test down to the 466.50 level. There is potential for that to happen anywhere through here, and this highlighted zone does now correspond with the depth of the Ichimoku cloud, so potentially very strong resistance overhead, and we could see some selling coming into this market, even though we have the buyers building momentum here. Now to the bands here with wheat futures, and here we see the market continuing to trade up above the upper band, and this highlights the very strong bullish bias in the medium term time frame. For the past couple of weeks, the upper band has held a strong support, and it has also done for today as it did for the previous day's trading, and moving forward, that is an area we should be watching. If we see a bearish close within the bands, there's a good likelihood of the market retracing back to the middle of the bands around the $500 round number level at the moment. But with the buyers closing with strong control, there isn't any hint that we are going to see the market test within the bands. Our next target here is this swing high around the 530 level. Any breach up through there in a bullish manner certainly could see the market continue to develop further to the upside in the medium term time frame. Next to corn futures, and here we see some bullish activity for today. The previous day's trading, we saw a formation of a white body candle, the buyers closing with control, but once again finding resistance at the 393.75 level. We have breached through there in a bullish manner, so a good effort from the buyers today to breach through the strong resistance around that area, but we have met resistance just above at 398.50, very close to the round number 400. If we do see a continuation of the trend to the upside through the $400 round number level, we have the top of the Ichimoku cloud at 402.55, which may provide strong resistance for the market. What we're looking for here is a bullish breakout to the upside and strong bullish follow through, and then a breach up above the 406.25 level if we are going to see a continuation of this strong second time frame and first time frame uptrend. And with the bands here, for the previous day's trading, we saw the bullish breakout up above the upper band, the strong bullish follow through today with the buyers in control and showing some strong commitment, suggesting that we could see further development to the upside. But really, based on the bullishness, we want to see a bullish close up above the 401.65 previous swing high. The upper band has held a strong support for today. 392.18 is where it trades, and we'll be watching that area closely tomorrow to continue to hold a support. To the US 30-year bond futures, and previously we saw a change of trend with this large black body candle form. Today we've seen a continuation of that trend with this candle making a lower high and a lower low, but formation of a white body, suggesting that we've seen the buyers come back into this market strongly as opposed to the sellers from the previous day's trading. We've seen the sellers lose control and the buyers close with control on this candle by closing up towards a high and suggesting a possibility of a change of trend. We have seen the market find support down below 157.12, the previous important area, and the market closing back up above the Ichimoku cloud, suggesting that we have potential for a continuation of this major uptrend in the longer term time frame. The Tenkan-sen area has held as resistance today. That trades roughly about 157.27, 157.30, and strong bullish breakout up above there and some bullish follow through could see the market eventually testing up to around the 160.31 level. Moving to the S&P 500 futures on the hourly charts, and here we see the trading for today very much different than the previous day's trading. Very dynamic trading for the previous day, well up above the Ichimoku cloud. If you recall, when we were trading up above here, we're looking a little overextended, and we were looking to the middle of the pivot points to hold a support, and we did see that on a couple of occasions. And the market was going to attempt to find equilibrium, as suggested by the Ichimoku cloud, because it was looking overextended, and the market moves sideways for quite a major part of the trading day, and we are now trading close to the Ichimoku cloud, with the Ichimoku cloud actually moving up to find that equilibrium in that longer term time frame. Importantly, we have opened down below the middle pivot point level, suggesting we could see lower levels. Very strong support at around 1957, with the that area around the top of the Ichimoku cloud, so we could see very strong support around there. But importantly, we have a very thick part of the cloud for the majority of the trading day, with the bottom of the cloud down around the third pivot point support level, so suggesting that if we do see any selling in this market, we're not likely to see a breach down through the bottom of the Ichimoku cloud, and we certainly could see strong support coming in initially around that first pivot point support level, and then around the top of the Ichimoku cloud, which moves higher around the 1966 area. If we can breach up through the middle pivot point level and then through the Tenkan-sen, which currently trades around 1971, we could see the first pivot point resistance level at 1977 tested, and then possibly to the second up around 1980.